There is a secret hidden for thousands of years. As the master of food and beverage of this place, he will reveal it to you. The world needs to know. His name is Schenk.
Hi, I'm Schenk, and I'm here to introduce you to the world's best kept culinary secret, Korean food, better known in Korea here as hanshik. In front of me, I've got a gorgeous dish of kimchi. Kimchi is without doubt the most reflective dish of Korean food culture. Today I'm going to make a dish called Kimchi Jjim. This involves braising the kimchi, also with pork. It's a great dish. Let's go give it a crack. All right, here we go. I've got some vegetables in the fridge. Look at that. I've got some ginger, a couple of other ingredients. You know, kimchi is the ultimate slow food in the world. It really is an amazing process. We've got some vegetables ready. Mr. Kim, what do you have happening over here? We've got some stocks. Hot water's on the go. So we've got to make two different types of stocks. One stock is for the actual kimchi jjim, to cook it in, and the other stock is going to be to cook the pork in. We've got some dried seaweed or kelp. I'm going to put that in, bring it to the boil for a few minutes. We need to put in a little bit of soy sauce into our water. I'm going to prepare a few vegetables. I've got a few vegetables behind me, so come on around and we'll get chopping. We're going to get preparing. Going to slice some ginger, a few pieces only. We put that straight into the water. Soy sauce, water, ginger. I have a few cloves of garlic here, already peeled garlic. Duncan, there we go. Into the water. I've got whole dried chili. You can get this at your good Korean grocer. Just going to cut it up roughly, big pieces, put it into the water. What else do we need to add to that? I've got some peppercorns. A few peppercorns. You can see here the seaweed is boiling. The seaweed gives the water a beautiful, soft, subtle, seafoody flavor. That's done. You see the water's got a little bit of color in it. Next thing I'm going to add is the dry anchovies. These dried anchovies have been cleaned. The stomach's been cleaned, the head's been taken off. I'm just going to put a small handful in. I need an onion. Going to slice this about 1/2 centimeter thick, straight down, and keep the pieces whole. Try not to break the onion up. This is for flavor, of course, but also for the presentation of this dish. Cut them in half. Spring onions, Korean leeks. Duncan, come on in here and have a look what I'm doing. All right, we're going to slice this down lengthways, and again, and then I want it about 5 to 6 centimeters long. One cut, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a quick tip too on the stock. If you want to add more flavor to this, some onion, some garlic. We've already got ginger with the original stock, but you can mix it up a little bit. This is the base recipe, and I'm actually going to pop some peppercorns in there now. Why not? And I might even put a little bit of salt in there as well, just to give it a little bit more flavor. I'm sure the anchovies don't have enough salty flavor. So that's good. The vegetables go back in the fridge. Time to get out the pork. Let's have some fun with that. You know, there's a really good reason why kimchi is made over winter. During the winter time, nothing grows. November, you make the kimchi, you put it in the ground. November, December. During winter, you can eat your cabbage sort of from a couple of months onwards, but nothing grows. It's a fantastic thing to do. Pork. I have my pork. All right, we've got a pork belly. I've got to change my board quickly. Action man, action. All right, pork's done. What I want to simply cut this in half. Lengthwise. Straight into our stock. Pork into this one. This is going to cook for about 40 to 50 minutes. It's on a nice temperature now. It's just ticking over. Oh, it's got a gorgeous smell. I can really smell the peppercorns. They're coming through. The ginger as well. And of course, it's going to have a little bit of spice to it. So the pork's on the go, 40 to 50 minutes. We have to prepare the kimchi next. So let's prepare the kimchi. Got to get that out of the fridge. So the kimchi's been preparing for months. Here it is. That's the key ingredient. Kimchi takes a long time to make. Like I said, it's a slow food. It's a food that's prepared during the winter or before the winter to prepare for the winter, actually. What else can I tell you about kimchi? It comes in so many forms. It's gorgeous. We can see here, this is a whole cabbage or half a cabbage. You can see it's been cut in half. The gorgeous kimchi's been marinating for about 6 to 8 months. Maximum that you want kimchi marinating is 1 or 2 years. Going to slice that through. So that's now in a quarter. That's a quarter of a cabbage. I'm going to take the core out. It will release each and every leaf. You can see that every leaf becomes loose, but I still want to keep my shape. Come on in, Dunks, we'll have a look at this. Flexibility, there's no crunch to it, except when you're eating it. It becomes a little bit crunchy. Wow, the sourness hits my tongue. It's a little bit spicy. Gorgeous, gorgeous flavor. Now we're ready to actually put the dish together. So we've got our pork, the vegetables, kimchi, it's all good. Oh, I love kimchi. This stuff is amazing. It's incredible. You know, it's made with such love and tenderness, and it's kept for so long. Look at that. I put that into the pot. So we've got the onions, the sliced onions. Put that in there like so. We've got spring onions going in like so on one side. And then we put the pork. So I slice the pork almost a centimetre thick. You can see it's very soft. Now what's going to happen now, this will cook for a little bit longer. And of course, with the anchovy stock, we'll give it a whole new dimension of flavour. Gorgeous. Look at that. I think it's a fantastic combination. Pork and kimchi is like the perfect complement for each other. You can see the pork, the vegetables, the kimchi. Kimchi Jjim, next step. We put it on the heat. Of course, we want it to just gently, very gently boil. We have our anchovy stock. So we're just going to pour this stock in. I just want to cover it. You can see in here, I'm just covering the pork. This will boil for a few minutes now. Actually, one other key thing that we can do, I've got some kimchi still here. This is the wonderful, wonderful kimchi. You can see the kimchi juice. There's always kimchi juice with kimchi. Put a little bit of this in. Has amazing flavor inside. And my experience with kimchi is varied. I've eaten it everywhere, I love it, and I've tried almost every other kimchi. There's over 200 variations of kimchi, from cucumber and radish and obviously cabbage galore, and even this alone, there's so many varieties. So we've made the dish, of course I have to taste it. We're going to do what's called sam, and that's wrapping the pork belly with the kimchi, and that's what you have to do. That's part of this dish. Try that out. Woo! That is gorgeous. What a combination. Slow cooked pork belly with the kimchi. Has a sour flavor. It's spicy, yet at the same time has a gorgeous, delicate flavor to it as well. I love that dish. It's time to serve it up. It's looking good, smelling good. This is the recipe. Some kimchi inside, of course. That's the key point. Some pork. Beautiful, slow-cooked pork. So the sauce, we don't want too much, but just enough to give it some moisture. So I've just uncovered one of the world's best-kept culinary secrets. Kimchi Jjim. Braised kimchi with pork belly. It's a gorgeous dish. Give it a crack, try and make it, have some fun with that.